energy swapping, destiny swapping, energy harvesting.
The Julia we know would never eat this. So they took her to a traditional healer, and that's when it was revealed that Julia had been bewitched by Ona's grandmother. The traditional
do something with it.
It's just money coming to me easily. Money coming in and needing me. Money coming in repeatedly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me always. Money coming in all day. Money coming in repeatedly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me easily. Money coming in and needing me. Money coming in repeatedly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just.
Hey guys, welcome back to All Things Jenny. I'm Jenny, and this is another spooky story, but it's about destiny swapping. Do you know someone who actually have tried destiny swapping with you? Well, destiny swapping can be a lot easier than you. I am back with another spooky story. This is the fourth story I'm telling today. So this is a story that somebody submitted to me that was told to her by her mother when she was young. So her mother lived in a farm in a rural area called Seventh Fountain. Her mother had 5 brothers and 4 sisters. The youngest sister was Julia. When her mother was 20 years old, Julia was about 14. She described Julia to be a very clever kid and very adorable. And she was loved by almost everyone on that little farm. And there were also other houses around it, and everybody just loved her. But when it came to going to school, it was walk, no transportation. Julia now had a friend. We're gonna call the friend Ona. They were about the same age. She used to come over to the house, play, and do homework with Julia. A couple years later now, Julia is 17 years old. She's in the 11th grade doing great at school, thriving. Now, the place where the mother's family lived, Seventh Fountain, first of all, the name sounds creepy, but the place itself was very spooky, as they would see ghosts or other paranormal activities going on around them. They were not allowed to play outside past 16 o'clock. I don't understand military time, and I don't feel like doing math right now, so you figure it out. But past 16 o'clock, everyone should be home. Julia and her friend Ona grew up very close, but her mom's grandma didn't like Ona. She didn't like her. It was rumored that her grandmother was into witchcraft, so she didn't like Julia hanging out alone with Ona at all, or even going to her house. Then one day after school, her mom decided to sweep the yard outside when she notices Ona and Julia passing the house. They're not really paying attention, so she yells out to Julia, "Julia, where you going?" Julia looked back and answered that she is going to Ona's house to help her with homework. And the mom says, "But you always do homework here, at home." Now, the mom didn't want to say flat out in front of Ona that she didn't want her going to her house, so she proceeded on letting Julia and Ona go over to their house. Now, it's about 19:30, and Julia is still not home. I don't know when 19:30 is, but I'm assuming it's late, because that's 3 hours after the 16 o'clock curfew. So now Julia's not home, and Julia's mother already told everybody in the house that Julia went to Ona's house. The grandmother hearing this is like, "What? I already told her that she couldn't go over there to the house. So I'm finna get up and I'm about to go get her, because it's been 3.5 hours past curfew." And as the grandmother stood up ready to storm up over there, here comes Julia walking through the door. So the grandmother's like, "Julia, didn't I tell you never to go into their house?" Julia's like, "I'm sorry, Granny, but Ona really needed my help." The grandmother's like, "I don't want you in the house, Julia. I mean it." And Julia promised her that she would never go over there again. Now, a few weeks pass, and her mother starts to notice a few little weird things with Julia. Like, she noticed that Julia is eating a lot, but she's not gaining any weight. Her skin is getting very gray, and black rings around her eyes. And she got really quiet. She's not talking to anybody. And the family even starts to notice she has no interest in going to school, and she just basically went mute. She's behaving really strangely, and lately she eats samp with beans. Julia hates samp with beans. And that's when her father and Granny suspected, yes, something is off. The Julia we know would never eat this. So they took her to a traditional healer, and that's when it was revealed that Julia had been bewitched by Ona's grandmother. The traditional healer herself is not powerful enough to reverse whatever the grandmother did. However, she knows someone who is. So Julia's father is pissed off at this point. He wants to confront the witch, but he was advised not to. They go back home, and now Julia is like a zombie. She's not speaking, and her mom telling her this story is saying like all she's doing is giggling here and there. And she starts speaking a foreign language when nobody is paying attention. Everybody had enough and just went to bed at this point. And 2 uncles, well, the mother's 2 brothers, were in charge of watching Julia overnight. Well, the next day when the whole family woke up, Julia is gone. Like, she is missing. Julia is nowhere to be found. She just vanished. Now, fast forward a year comes, Julia still is not back. June holidays, her mother goes to feed the chickens, and as she's walking towards the chicken house, she saw a figure lurking inside, and there was a funny smell coming out of it. So she stops, and she can hear the chickens in there going absolutely insane. Calls her brother, who was just a few distance away, and she said, "Bro, I think there's something inside the chicken house." Her brother goes to investigate. Then boom, comes out Julia. And at this point, she looked like a monster. They both are startled. They scream and ran towards the house, and they told the family. And the other big brother came out to go see for himself. And by the time he got there, Julia, yet again, was gone. A year passed, no word from Julia. But when her mother's parents went to go see another traditional healer, they were told that the reason why Julia was bewitched was because Ona was jealous of Julia and her accomplishments, jealous of her beauty, and all the boys liked her. She wanted her brains and beauty and made her grandmother make that happen for her. Julia was never found. She never came back, and that grandmother made sure of that. So I guess this is what people means by swapping destinies. Wow, this one was really sad, actually. My heart really got sad telling this one. Thank you guys for submitting this story. Wow, my heart broke listening to that one. Make sure you do all the things. Follow me on Instagram just so that I know that it's real. Duh. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. We are so close. I have to tell y'all literally in every video. Subscribe to my YouTube and follow me on Instagram. I love you, my abducted humans. I will see you guys in the very next video from your favorite Haitian homegirl.
But before I go further, I would like to establish an understanding of my spiritual background, how I gained so much experience and knowledge on, spirituality, right? So first and foremost, I come from a country that is well known for their spirituality, right? Nigerians are. She's trying to send all the messages, and by the time I got there, luckily for me, 2 years later, I got a job from a brewery company, and then I had side gigs, contract job that I'm also using. She was literally, "This Daisy girl, look at what she has been saying about you behind your back." Oh. And then she put her on a call, and she was raining insult on me. For what? I did nothing. Absolutely not. Everything she said was a lie. I'm this kind of a person who is very plain. If I did something to her, I'll not be afraid to say it. I'll literally say what I did, right? But everything she was saying was a lie. It's like she now knew that I might be at the background listening. And she was like, I know you are there. I know you are listening, right? And that's why I'm saying all these things I am saying. When I got home that day, at this point, energy swapping, destiny swapping, energy harvesting, crying. I knew I needed to heal, right? But one thing I said is, I will not blame anybody. The only person I blame is myself, and I have accepted this, and I just have to forgive myself and move on, right? Which I did. Okay, like I said, everything was turning up. I was going there and picking. It's like, do my own picture too. Please save my number so we can see each other's WhatsApp. I said, okay, no problem. Like I said, I thought I was a good. And begin to ask you questions. Is the innocence, is the energy from the innocence that feeds them, that gives them that satisfaction. That's why you see a lot of celebrities are assaulting children. It's because of their energy.
Destiny swapping, what is it and is it real? Plus, story time of what happened to one of my clients recently. So, destiny swapping is something that is definitely very real. I have experienced people attempt to destiny swap with me multiple times throughout my life. Some have knowingly done it, but some have also unknowingly done it. So some people aren't aware that it can also be done unknowingly as well. It's done knowingly to people via spells or rituals, but it can be done unknowingly to people. And it's when people are very jealous of what you have. If they really want what you can have, then that's an opening for dark entities to come through and use that person as a vessel to then attempt to destiny swap with you. Destiny swapping is basically someone taking energetically what is yours. It can also happen if people are very jealous of your talents, your abilities, and they want to have the talents and abilities that you have, then they can be destiny swapping to try and take your talents and abilities. With both the people that are doing it knowingly and unknowingly, there are dark entities working through these people, because these dark entities want to deter us from our path in any way, shape or form, so they can use people as vessels to do that on their behalf. So what are some of the signs that you may be experiencing someone attempting to destiny swap with you? Number one, a person who is very jealous of you. If a person wants what you have, that is a massive red flag that they could be either knowingly or unknowingly attempting to destiny swap with you. If someone is pretending to be your friend and being close to you and love bombing you and things like that, but they're talking about you behind your back, or they're attempting to sabotage you behind your back, that's also another sign. If you feel like someone is draining your energy, so energy vampires are also a sign that energy vampires could potentially be destiny swapping with you as well. If you are feeling that you are being around someone or they are bombarding you constantly, sending you a lot of messages, always wanting your attention, then that person could potentially be attempting to destiny swap with you as well. If a person is obsessive over you in any way, that is also a red flag, because that obsessive energy that's going out there, them constantly thinking about you, there's so much power in thought, so them constantly sending negative energy towards you, that can have an effect on your whole energy field as a whole. People can energetically cordon to your energy field and siphon your power. If someone is copying you or imitating you in any way as well, that is also another red flag. Some of the things that you may be experiencing if someone is attempting to destiny swap with you is sudden life changes, so altering your path in some way very suddenly. For example, when people have been attempting to destiny swap with me, I've suddenly not wanted to do this kind of work anymore. It's put me off doing this kind of work, in turn possibly trying to deter me from my path. You may find yourself suddenly riddled with self-doubt as well, so that is a part of destiny swapping, where you will end up questioning yourself all the time, doubting yourself all the time. Feeling very tired, drained of energy as well is another sign that you could be destiny swapping. Also intuitive thoughts. So if you start getting intuitive thoughts that someone is sending negative energy your way, always trust that, because you're getting those thoughts for a reason. You're not just being paranoid. If you can feel a lot of jealous energy coming from someone with the signs that I've mentioned before, then trust that intuition. Having really strange dreams as well. This person could potentially be turning up in your dreams, or you could be having nightmares and night terrors. If you are feeling stuck, unable to move forward with your life, plus you are noticing that someone is experiencing all of the symptoms that I've said in this video, then these are all massive red flags. Ultimately, intuition is number one. So if you're watching this video and it's resonating with you and someone instantly pops into your head, that is a massive sign. What do you do about it? So number one, clear your energy field. Number two, cut contact with this person. Either limit it or just cut them out your life completely. Because let's face it, we don't need people in our lives that are going to be talking about us behind our back, trying to sabotage us in any way, attempting smear campaigns against us, directing a lot of jealous, negative energy towards us. I know it's not always easy to cut people out of your life, but that would be my piece of advice, would be cut this person out of your life, or at least limit the contact that you have with them. Definitely doing cord cutting as well. So if someone is obsessing over you, sending all this negative energy your way, then you could very likely have some energetic cords. And basically what happens is that if that person cords onto your solar plexus, that's your power center, then they are siphoning your power from you, and they're using it as fuel to fuel their own destiny and take over what is yours energetically. So making sure you're doing cord cutting as well is something that would really help. So I had a client recently who experienced attempts at destiny swapping. For him, he had joined this online spiritual community, and unfortunately there are many people out there that are either knowingly or unknowingly working for the dark side and engaging in destiny swapping. So he had came to me after having some serious paranormal issues after joining this online spiritual community. This online spiritual community was getting people to astral project, and these people were complete beginners. They'd never done astral projection before. And what they ended up doing was getting these people to astral project to a realm that was within the underworld. And then what was happening was a fragment of their soul was being left behind in the underworld. Astral projection is something you need to be very, very cautious with. You know, make sure you're experiencing doing it. Make sure you learn how you're doing it, because with astral projection and these kind of group activities like that, it has the potential to cause some serious harm. So this person ended up getting a fragment of his soul left behind in the underworld. And then what was happening was there was all sorts of dark entities that was using these fragments of the soul for easy access to the person, attempting to block these people from their path, coming through their nightmares, attacking them constantly, and in turn massively deterring them from their paths. Now, this person that I'm talking about actually has very strong discernment skills, and he had said that intuitively he knew something was off with this group, but he didn't listen to it. So developing discernment is the #1 skill that you can have in this world right now. If you get an off feeling about someone or something or a group that you're involved in, then always listen to that, because we get these intuitive thoughts through for a reason. A lot of people do not like to admit this, but they do not like to see people doing well in this life. And when they see people doing well, they want what they have. Instead of working hard to get it for themselves, they will just direct a whole shitload of negative energy your way, and this has the potential to cause some serious harm. Ultimately, remembering you're more powerful than anything else that's out there. The light will always overpower the dark, but being very cautious of who you are opening up your energy field to and who you are allowing access to your energy. So as always, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think you've experienced destiny swapping? Let me know.
Hey guys, I'm Jenny and this is Shameless Plug. So I want to tell you guys about my Crown of Success manifestation book with easy, simple rituals and spells to manifest a life of abundance in your life. And those spells are so easy, even a child can do it. So this book is filled with different spells that I've learned over the years from my family, passed down from grandma and everything. And also those are spells that I've actually tried and I know that they work. So this book not only teach you step by step on the things that you can do that are so easy that a child can do it, but it tells you like the proper moon phase to use, alchemy, manifesting with numbers, numerology, and also the days of the week that best fit for this particular spell. So it tells you the timing of when to practice the spell, the days of the week, the moon phase. It shows you all the colors of the candles that you should be using and different planets. So for example, I show you like planet Jupiter is for Thursdays and the hours of the days that you should be doing the spell. So this is an easy road opener spell. So I know a lot of people like to do like different spell work, but if your roads are blocked, of course your spells are not going to work. So it's good to unblock yourself first and then start using the spell, especially with the new years and the new days to come. And also I have some amazing spells in here. This is a powerful quick money spell. So if you're in a bind for some money and you're just trying to get some money, And I even have some easy, powerful spell to win Game of Chance. So if you are a gambler, now I don't promote gambling, but if you are a gambler and you're just trying to make some money and trying to make sure you win, these spells will definitely help you. It tells you the best days to do it. So it says the best days to perform this spell is on a Thursday, Jupiter day. Jupiter is the planet of good fortune, luck, and expansion. Jupiter is the best day to perform spells that boost luck and increase your chance of success in any game of chance or any money spell, period. It has a list of so many spells that you can incorporate in your life with this new year to bring prosperity. And I even put some bonus spells on here, which for Saturday is a day to do like protection work. So I have a spell for like send back to sender. So I put some bonus spells on here, and then a protection with Archangel Michael. So there's so many spells on here. Removing the evil eye spell, so you can remove evil eye in your money and also in your everyday life. New Year home blessing spell, and I know it's been a few days since the new year started, but you can always do a home blessing spell any days of the week. As long as you need it, you could do it. So anyways, guys, this is my book. It's called Crown of Success by Jenny, and it's available on Amazon, the ebook and also the physical copying. So please grab a copy if you're interested in supporting this channel. This is a way to support the channel and to support me as well for putting out, you know, content every day for you guys to enjoy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this book, and I hope you go and grab your copy, whether it's the ebook or the physical copy. I say have a physical copy, but it's really up to how much, you know, your wallet and what you can afford. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Mwah. This is a shameless plug, so just check out my channel, okay? Love you guys. Mwah.